Hey, everybody, it's Doug Green, and I'm the publisher of Technology Reseller News. And I'm very pleased to have with us today Ted Lee of SmarTrak.ai. Ted, thank you for joining us today.
Hi, Doug.
So, this is the second of a little podcast series we're doing in the run up for Cisco Live. And we're catching up with our friend Ted Lee here at SmarTrak, who I ran into literally last year at Cisco Live. And since then, we've been sort of tracking the story of SmarTrak. So, Ted, what's new at SmarTrak?
Well, a lot of new developments. Our product has transformed tremendously in the last year. We're truly leveraging AI to advance our customers' ability to analyze and transact on the data, the vast amounts of data that Cisco has for them to manage install bases and recurring revenue. That's one of the challenges that these partners face at Cisco. There's tons of data, but they don't know how to analyze it, organize it, and then actually transact on it in an efficient manner without many people years of analysis and institutional knowledge of how to get around these things. We take all these sources of data, compile them into one location, do that analysis, and present back sales opportunities from renewals, tech refresh, sustainability, instantly for every single one of their accounts.
And the operative word to me is actionable, right? I love this part of your story, and also the big AI story, which is we're going from this very abstract, oh, it's really cool, and as we were talking about before, hey, I can have a machine write my email or something, right?
Right.
To now, like, really practical. This is going to help me grow my business.
Yeah, I think what we're trying to do is level up everyone in the organization and every account that a partner is managing to the level that their biggest and best clients get, which is they take those top clients, they put their top people on them, and they put analysts on them, and they go through that data and they really focus on them. Well, we're doing this faster and more efficiently with better data results for their big ones than they're doing manually. And we're extending that all the way down to their smallest customer instantly. So their most junior representative or administrator in the company to their most senior, seasoned, trained executive and engineers have the same level of access to information instantly for every single one of their accounts.
And there's also now this productivity thing or operational efficiency. That I keep on thinking in terms of human years versus dog years, right? AI kind of just radically changes the amount of time it takes to do something.
I know, and it really does, and not just to create an email, like you said.
Right.
Writing a well-scripted email is one thing, or a blog post is something. We're talking about analyzing data and turning it into revenue results, and in fact, AI is more reliable in many cases for that than the creative side of things. It's really allowing us to take all this data, find possible replacements, find the pricing related to that, and then put it in the hands of the customer engineers and the partners engineers to make the decisions around what they should replace what with. But we're putting this opportunity in their fingertips instantly. And we're also allowing this efficiency for just the simple processes like renewals, which if anyone's done renewals at Cisco, it's not that simple. But we're taking it, some of our customers, our partner customers, are saying that we're getting an 80 to 90% efficiency improvement on doing automated quoting, not just for low dollar value auto quoting, but for very complex multiple line item, thousands of line items for this quoting for just traditional renewals. So this results in higher rebates, increased revenue, increased renewal rates, customer loyalty, you name it, and more business because the customers are saying, God, you manage this so efficiently. Can I bring the rest of my business to you? My other partners that I buy through don't have SmarTrak or don't have a system like this. So I'd like to do this all through you and SmarTrak.ai.
And you're also helping people get on top of the life cycle management, which is very hard to stay on top of.
Yeah. It's funny. It's a lot of these things like actionable intelligence and life cycle management. They're really overused. And what we're trying to do is put the real action in the word actionable, right? And giving them something to do with it. So here's an opportunity. Here's the BI. Here's what we show. Now click on it. What can I do with it? Oh, well, push these 3 buttons, get a quote if it's a renewal. Push these 3 buttons and get an extract of the actual customer's environment and get it to the engineers to get a quote, get it configured and get a quote. So we really are taking it from the level of seeing it to the level of acting upon it in a true way. Because I think that lifecycle management and actionable is overused in many cases. And when customers and partners see this data in SmarTrak, they realize, oh my gosh, this is going to save me hours of time for every single one of my customers.
Now, there's not only revenue growth and improved productivity and so on, but also there is the possibility here we could have improved sustainability.
Yeah. So, Cisco's making a very big push, and rightfully so, with all the regulations and, their states and country governments. There's many Oregon federal regulations for sustainability requirements around aging equipment. And we are helping partners analyze their customers' install base and putting forward, again, actionable opportunities for the partners to help the customers move that inefficient equipment and replace it with more sustainable options from Cisco. And we're actually giving them the possible sustainable replacement with anything that's at least 30% more power efficient than the one that they have in the environment. And again, the partner and the customer needs to go through the configuration and make sure that these products work, but we're giving them multiple iterations. And any partner will tell you the hardest part is finding the opportunity, and we're doing that instantly for every one of their customers.
And finally, complete API integration.
Yeah. So one of the challenges that people have faced is, well, look, I always have to take this data and upload it or download it, and I have to work with CCWR or Subscription Workbench, or I have to work with all these different systems or PXP. There's a million systems at Cisco. And to their credit, there's a lot of data there. Well, what we're doing is consolidating this data and pulling it together in a way that makes it easy for any level employee at the partner or the end customer, if the partner's sharing the view with the end customer, which we allow them to do, to act on that data. And that's always the challenge. You can get access to the data, but how do you act on it? And using the APIs, we're allowing people to actually take any renewal quote all the way through to an order almost, getting it through to a quote from a distributor, and, from auto quoting to complex quotes. And when it comes to the opportunity for sustainability or end of life, we're pulling in that customer environment from CCWR and other sources from Cisco to get you that full data. So there's no more downloading and uploading of data necessary. And most people at partners who work with Cisco know there's a lot of pulling down spreadsheets, sending it, putting it in Drive, OneDrive, Box, you name it, wherever they're storing this stuff, highlighting spreadsheets. We're eliminating all that and putting it into one consolidated, single source of truth.
Well, Ted, I really want to thank you for joining me today. It's been really interesting. Thank you for also, by the way, kicking off the Cisco Live podcast season and being a primary sponsor of our podcast series at the conference. Where can we learn more about SmarTrak.ai?
Well, SmarTrak.ai. That's with 1TRAK.ai. And you can also find me on LinkedIn. We'd love to talk to you. We'll be out at Cisco Live for the duration of the show. So definitely hit me up on LinkedIn or reach out to us through our website. We'd love to talk to you.
Well, again, Ted, thank you very much indeed for joining me. And I'm looking forward to seeing you at the conference.
All right. Thanks, Doug. You too.